And welcome to my YouTube. I'm Alan Cook, the proud owner again of the older Mona Lisa. This is the younger Mona Lisa, this is the Mona Lisa, and I have the X-ray of the Mona Lisa out of almost 750 YouTubes. I'm going to show you a couple little things in which are hidden within this of the Mona Lisa, and one of them is going to be of birds, and it's pretty cool. Let me just show you when I slide this over and I overlay the colored black and white of the Mona Lisa over the top in the face area. You can see how it lines up. You can see how his arms float and fit exactly within the area of the flow. On top of that, as you see, not only do they line up in the perfect circumference, you'll see that this is very difficult to see, but right here is the snout of a nose with an eye and an eye of a dog aiming this way, and you'll see the other half section that's in the river. And when you put the two together, you got two dogs looking into the distance as making one painting as of two. And that's Leonardo da Vinci's tricks. So in other words, his paintings is his story of his hidden indos. It's like buying a second book that you have to overlay on the first book to see his hidden works. Best way I can try to tell you. Okay, but let's just move that on, and I want to show you his birds. See his birds? It's right here. When you go to pull on his birds, which is another hidden percentage, they are actually love birds with the beak aiming down and the other birds on top making love. And he's even cut kind of a graduation hat, and he's making love, and that's out of the Mona Lisa's hands. Now here comes another trick. If you take a look at the cat, I call it the cat, but it comes out to many other different deals. When you overlay the cat into the snake of the V, now it's going to be to where when it goes up in there, I have to move it down, and I got to move it back up, and it fits into the cat. The cat fits into the snake. It also gets into this particular area here. If you want to see that he spells love, here's the V and here is the E. Okay, here's the E. Then he has his O, which is, you see, L is right here. Sometimes I got to reduce it, but it's everywhere. Just trust me. Let's see, I have to reduce it sometimes. Okay. Oh. Here's one, L, O, V, and then he has his E right here, his E. But he also has an L, he has his big O in black, he has his V, he has his E. He also has, when you open it up and get into his doily, let's see if it shows it in this one. Yes, it does, but it's difficult. very difficult. He also had I heart you, which means I love you. You see, here's Sully, Must be in the other one because it's just transparency. But when you get into in the chest is the boy's head, you see, with a crown. And when you end up with that particular, my computer is running down, you'll find that this boy will fit in his works, hidden. Just trying it out, don't mind me. Oh, I know what. I got so much, you gotta forgive me. Okay, when you go to take her and you reduce her and you put her over the top, you can see how she fits within the body. She also fits in between really well. Okay, how she moves on over. Okay, and then you can also see again he would fit, or she would fit into the body of the man. So he's portraying Sully to be the woman. He's portraying it to be the man as a transform. But he's also okay, has my man to be as of Jesus Christ. Here's my x-ray that I've told you about, that's inside the Medion painting that is located in this area. Also, if you take a look at the bird that I told you about, which is, where'd the bird go? Where did the bird go, guys? Oh, here it is. Okay, watch this. Better have good eyes. Okay, you see the birds here? Well, when it gets pitched in the right particular area, here's the bird beak with the bird head floating through here. And it's on top of this bird that's right here, that's buried in the hat with the beak. Leonardo da Vinci, so he has the bird making love on the bird in here, and he has the bird making love with the bird in here. And again, that is Leonardo da Vinci's trick. Look at that. You can see the hand here. Watch. Fits. Wow. And the one bird that's down in here matches when the hand fits. Wow. That means not only is there the big bird that floats right here, which would have to be, when I put this up here, wow, I didn't even plan this. Let's see. So now we got the bird on top of the bird that fits 100%. You can see the big eye and the big eye of another bird right here that's flowing through on the Mona, which is flowing through on a shade of mine. Then you see the beak floating through here of the other bird. So I'm going to hold that to there and line up the hand and trace it down. There's the beak. Look at that. You can see the point right there off the page. This guy's tricky. Very tricky. So it takes another painting to fill his painting or tell the story. What a storyteller. And if you really want to get into the birds, here's the beak of the other bird right here. When it's turned, you take that and you turn it, and you'll see that it so happens to be the beak of another bird. This guy is really magnificent in his hidden endos. So, you know, I don't want to try to tell you, besides, I own a Leonardo da Vinci painting, working on 750 YouTubes now, and it is one of the greatest paintings on the planet because it's a diary of his entire works. And I told you about the hearts. Well, this piece right here, which I call the backwards 5, is located right here. Oops. Let me flip this. It's located right it takes a little bit of right here. That backwards 5, where'd it go? No. Where'd that Mona go? Oh, here it is. Oh, the backwards 5 right there is right here. So when you end up with this piece and you overlay this piece to go over it, it is a section that is incomplete in the sense of too much. That's where it goes. In here. See, he gives this C, then he uses the loop of the woman and cuts it over to here. Those two, believe it or not, which I'm going to have on my YouTubes when I pull it back together, this C is located here. You can see the cut line. Here's the cut line. You can see how it rolls. You can see how it rolls. You can see how it fades out where it doesn't highlight like this. because it's done on a different pole. And you can see how it's got the cut into this area. You can see this angle cut of this angle cut, and then you can see the circular C, which is this C. Listen, if you want to go crazy, do what I'm doing. It is very, very difficult. But there's just a magnificent satisfaction out of it. And the satisfaction is, look at that, is breaking some of Leonardo da Vinci's works. This little icon here should, but not necessarily, my belief should be right here, this guy. So if I reduce this back for the C, and I float it, see, just a hair off because, you know, I'm just winging it. Look at this, see that circle? So that means this has to go over to catch it, and that's where the guy is, right there too. And that means Sali starts writing in here too, because that's what he would do. He would constantly keep writing his works in the painting. And to do that, sometimes you just go up here and you hit boom, you hit threshold, and threshold spits it out, and you can see the S starting to curl out of it, and that's Leonardo da Vinci's way, if you look at it in that aspect. Leonardo da Vinci is an extremely tricky guy. So you got the S there, and this is, and you can see a straight line here. That means there has to be an A here. Boom, and you got another straight line for the I. So he's got Sali in there also. Anyway, listen, I have many 4,000 images that are so microscopic and so magnificent. I have, again, the X-ray that's in the Mona Lisa, in which I showed you. It is nothing in this has been altered in any way, and so if you want, you can subscribe. You'll learn about his tricks. You won't believe it. I didn't believe it for a long time. Took me 10 weeks to wonder if I should even do one YouTube, and wonder how to do a YouTube and how to prove what I just saw, even though I saw it, for you to believe it. It's the only logical explanation, because don't shoot the messenger, because it's in the pictures, and in the pictures overlay, it's like a mustache over the top of another face that's laminated that he lays over his paintings, and you know you're in the right spot, like mark the spot of connect dots. And you'll also know I broke his codes in ABCs 1, 2, 3s. So with this YouTube going as much as it is, I want to tell you, listen, I want you to keep your social distance, wash your hands, wear a mask, and may God bless the whole world, universe, and the heavens. And you guys, subscribe for me, will you please? It'd be very kind, and I would appreciate it very much. And tell a friend, tell a teacher, and call a loved one and or a girl on the phone and start rapping about it. And then you always have a conversation there, because social talking about certain things, you can say, hey, check out this YouTube, hey, check out this YouTube. And YouTube is very good for knowledge and education, and it's cool. And I hope you did enjoy my YouTubes. So stay safe. In Jesus' name, amen.